see more people moving not so much from immoral to moral as liberal to libertarian. And I think that's a really good point. And I think it's really true. And I think it's kind of one of those things like, well, I think libertarian might be better than liberal, but I don't know. Is it? I mean, it depends on what your libertarian values are, right? And that's the kind of the silly thing about libertarianism is like, well, okay, what are the values? Individual values? It's absurd.
Well, yeah, it's basically it's kind of modernist. I mean, it's every man for himself. I choose my own truth, and there is no objective truth. There's only subjective truth, and that's kind of the core of libertarianism. And I suppose it is maybe a step better than woke liberalism, because we're talking interesting conversation we've had just over the last day. Our son, brother Simon, is he's in Vietnam right now with a friend of his who's from Vietnam, and also with Father Benedict, who's there as well. And they're having the time of life. It's awesome. The people are great. They love the people there. And but the thing about it is it's actually a communist government back there. And but they said that they're treated as celebrities. Their people are basically they're able to worship as they please. Things are clean. And it looks like, from the best we can tell, we talked about this a little bit as a family, that their form of communism is not Stalin and the crushing of individual rights and things like that, so much as it is probably just keeping order over things. Wokeism in America, which was a form of communism, which we're still fighting, is, I think, far more virulent. And it's, I think what we're starting to move away from, but I think we've got a long, protracted war still to fight.
It's the epitome of me, right? If you can choose your own truth or do whatever you want to do, then going to the point where you deny even reality itself, that's kind of where it lands, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I agree that there's pretty much nothing that can be worse than that.